All right, we're going to do the impossible here. We're going to do a fish room tour. I have no idea how this is going to work out. Let me explain. When I closed down my shop in February, I brought 11 tanks home with me, plus a few other things, and a storage area, 12 by 12 by 12 that's flooded full. Just a few things that I wanted to save. But no big tanks, no big tanks. The biggest tank I have here is a 55, you'll see it. I'm going to show you all 11 tanks. They're all set up now. They were never broken down. I moved them from the shop with the substrate in place and enough water to keep some plants alive. Since I've been here, I've really done very little. My intent has been to see how they develop after having been moved. They weren't shut down. I have added plants and a few fish. So let's get started. This is the 20-year-old tank. This guy was set up in about 2000. It is a 30-gallon long, and I'm going to take time with each one because y'all have been telling me I go too quick. So you'll have to figure out what the plants are. That's Bacopa in front of us, I think. Vallisneria. And I forgot what that is back there. I may think of it. I've got a group of Bettas in here, mostly native fish. These are Formosa. I do have, if we can find them, here's another Betta. If we can find them, I have some pygmy sunfish. I see one all the way over at the other end. Get up and move. Here's one right there. I'm freaking them out. There's probably another one up there, looks like. No, it's not. That's maybe a Molly. Oh, there are some little tiny pseudomygills in here. That's one. Like I said, they're really tiny. There's one a little bigger and one or two a little smaller. You can see there are a lot of plants in here. They're all doing fairly well. I'm not getting tremendous growth, but they're all doing okay. I never supplemented this tank. I did intend to do it, never got around to it. I've simply added more fish as a way of supplementing. There's a Betta back there hiding behind the filter. Okay, the tank next to it is a 40 breeder. It's a little cloudy because I got in there and stirred it up the other day. Trying to pull all this hair algae out. I've got a terrible hair algae infestation that I need to deal with, and I'm not doing well with it. It's a couple of big Aponochetans there. A Crispus and a Cervec, whatever it is. Cervec, something, I don't know. Can't keep track of them all. I have some, we can spot one. There's a colony of Bettas in here as well. You can see those. There's a male, female, male, I think. The female I just saw in the back. There are some, here's one right here. Red Bettas. There's a red Bettas. Ooh, that didn't. Couple of them. That's a male and a female. They behave very much the same way that the pygmy sunfish do. You get a lot of plants in here. This tank needs help. Any ideas on getting rid of the hair out? I would deeply appreciate. I'm looking for something that'll eat it. I keep calling it out, but I can't get control of it that way. This is a couple of blue-line killies. Here's the male feather. Well, for most, they give them a fit. A little fit, not a big fit. Right. Okay, now we're going to go down. This is going to be tricky. I have two 15-gallon tanks underneath. I really don't know what's in them. I know they're guppies. There's some kind of cichlid in here. I don't really see anything like this. These are tanks I'm not really paying much attention to. I haven't figured out what to do with them yet. And here's another one. This has got some apistos in it, but I haven't seen them since I put them in. Basically, they're two tanks that I will use probably to there's a betta in there, pretty much. Probably use it to raise fry when I get fry. Now, unfortunately, I cannot, because I'm on whatever I'm on DuckDuckGo here, whatever it's called. What's it called? StreamYard. Because I'm on StreamYard, I can't stop. I have to keep going. I could cut the video, but that just leaves an empty screen up there. So we're going to keep going. I've got to move some stuff around so we can see what we're doing. Okay. This is a 29 tall. It's got a fair amount of leaf litter in it. I do want to get more. These are buffaloes. A couple of females. We'll see a male poking his head out soon, I'm sure. And I put some green puffers in here. Not sure why I did that, but I did it. So it's got buffaloes. I've noticed since I put the puffers in that the buffaloes are all out moving around. They were hiding before. So very little plants in here. Really haven't tried to do a lot with it yet. There's some guys over there hiding in the shell. These are females. They're all females. The puffer, other puffers coming down, looking around. Well, the puffers may become a problem in here. I may have to take them out. Just don't know yet. That looks like a male. That's a male. It's not the dominant male. One of my favorites. The tank alongside it has a pistos in it and some Tanganyikas. Oh, there's Tanganyika right there. A couple of them, they're little. They're like an inch long. There's a pisto all the way in the back. I don't know if you can see them. Moving around back there. And there are some other fish in here. Part of the issue is I don't know what I've brought over. So I'm not sure what's in here. But anyway. Nice Java fern. There's a beautiful piece of driftwood back there. I need to pull it out and find a way to show it off better. Popping around back there. I hope this is staying somewhat in focus. There's a pisto coming out to see us. There he is. I'm sorry, I don't know what kind it is. We got it from Chris, their club president. There's got a tank full of them. Now, down below are two more 29s with a few adults in it. They're just shell dwellers, and there are a few crevenses. Not much going on. The one alongside it, a few cichlids. There also are the salamanders in here. The Siren Salamanders. I'm going to break these down and set them up as saltwater tanks. I need to do saltwater. I've been trying to figure out what to do. This will be pretty visible, be able to see into it easily. Also be able to get some top down, which is nice with saltwater. So I hope next week to begin breaking them down, moving stuff out. Here's one of the pistos right there, and that 15. It's the same type as in the other tank. So these are going to come down, and they're going to be saltwater tanks. So that'll be a lot of fun. Probably one of them I'm going to use the existing substrate and add some sea sand to it. The other I'll probably do the same thing, just add sea sand to it. Looks like I'm losing neurites in there. That's kind of interesting. Bunch of neurite shells, don't know why. I don't think the salamander's done it, but maybe he has. Maybe they can suck them out. Okay. Let me get some stuff out of the way here. Up here is the 55. And these are all peacock cichlids. Somebody gifted me with all of them. I've got a buyer for them, and I want to get them out of here so I can do some other things with this tank. Mostly what I have in mind is getting more plants in it, planting it more heavily, and doing nanofish. I really like nanofish in big tanks. So that's what's going to happen here. May do something to straighten out the substrate. Do a little rework of the hardscape. And just kind of clean it up, reorganize them. But I can't do anything until I can get rid of these guys. So here's hoping that won't take too much longer. This is Sagittarius, by the way. It's a giant sag, and I'll be getting more of that sometime soon, I hope. Okay, down here are two more 15s. As you can see, they're covered in plants. Oddball fish in it, nothing of any particular interest or value. Some cichlids, guppies, a few live bears, a few tetras, just kind of oddball stuff. The same thing's going to happen here. These tanks, once I get the breeding program going, are going to be grow out tanks. Already grow out tanks of plants. Plants are doing really well. Okay, one more, and that's the angel tank. It has some golden white cloud minnows in it. It has some golden rams. I don't remember one else. There's several rams. Not a lot of plants in it. I'm kind of hoping I can get these guys spawning. That's the first interest any of them have shown in this lake. So that's a good sign, I guess. It's probably a pair too. Those two. So, pretty tank. All right, let's see if this looks like anything so I can publish it. Well, here's my operation, messy desk and all. All right, some of my equipment. Tommy Denda was asking me if I have microscopes. I've got a couple of them. Anyway, so there we are. That's Father Fish's current fish room. Doesn't hold a candle to what we've had before, but I think it'll be fun. I think as it develops, we get some more fish that we're interested in breeding, especially fish like the pseudomagills and rams and whatnot. We'll be having babies and it'll be fun. So thank you for taking a look with me at what's left of the fish room, at the new fish room, which I hope is going to become a lot of fun as we go along. Take care for now. Love you all. Bye-bye.